Welcome back. Let's discuss about Neptune. Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, with a very long phase of movement circle around the sun. And Neptune is spending 14 to 18 years sometimes in one sign. We are going to scan in this video only Neptune in Pisces and Neptune in Aries, because Neptune will finish Aries in 2038. And I will mention a few words about Neptune in Taurus. That will take long years until we get there, and what it means. Neptune is like a plasma, is representing our illusion. Neptune also was discovered in the 19th century, around the time that the telescope was discovered. How the camera, all the illustration, all the reality we could imagine and we could interact through a screen. This is ruling all what is happening in our imaginative side. And what is the vision? What is in our mind and the fantasy level, and how we are believing in invisible reality. So we are right now, as recording this video, July 2022. Neptune still in Pisces, in its home sign. It's in the last decan, and we are dividing every sign to 3 decan until 10 degrees, until 20 degrees, and until it's finishing the sign. So now Neptune is in the end of Pisces, and it's come aligned with what we define the end of the Pisces era, not just because Neptune is in Pisces. Neptune was in Pisces also in 1858, a few years before the Civil War. And this is very much related to the shift of consciousness and how we are following a new belief system. Back then it was witch hunt story as well. So right now we are seeing a lot of things with the pharmacy, and what is happening with the pharmacy has to see with a lot of belief system and vaccinated, not vaccinated, and how we are believing or following science or following our spiritual truth. We are also speaking about spiritual ascension, but this is very delusional place. Now, when Neptune is in its home sign, it's giving us extra ability to imagine, to create, and to go to new level of spirituality. But this is creating extra deception as well, as people can go with the mainstream agenda. Neptune is also ruling the media and the main media. What is actually the sheeple understanding that we are all following or hypnotized as a collective consciousness. Neptune will move to Aries by 2025, 2026, and this will last into 2038. Neptune in Aries is a very challenging period to the collective consciousness, because in Aries we are speaking about initiation and starting an entrepreneurship of new projects, of new horizons. So it can help the build-up, visionary-wise, of the new world that is still in the process to be created, but it may create a lot of confusion, specifically in the first part of it, into 2030. This is a lot of debilization in a way on the masculine energy that is about, I do what I want, I know what I want. It's creating a lot of confusion that people can lose their identity or what they define themselves to be, and we are speaking on the same level of it together with other indicators in sky about confusion of sexual role. So we are speaking about debilization of the macho concept, of the alpha male concept into something that is more CC, into something that is more follower. And this will be a target here, how to build and to imagine and to create a new identity based on different values. This is definitely going to be a revolution of sexuality and a mishmash, a mixture of sexuality and sexual roles around the world. This will be a time to be very creative about creating a new image, but it's very much telling that every person will have an avatar or something imaginary image to communicate with the world. And we are speaking also about the loss of identity that could be you are represented by a number or by a profile or by a social credit or by something that the collective would expect you to behave like this. Like if you are not in the social media in a way, you are not existing. So this is very interesting time, challenging time to define oneself. And as I've said, and according to other astrology indication, that this is a fight on humanity, fight on what is humanism, and not transhumanism, because it's going to allow people to be confused about themselves and what they can do, what they want to do, and how they involved. This will be a rise of a lot of feminine energy, but this is chaotic. This is speaking about chaotic timing that will be related also to losses of people and of body. Mars is also ruling our libido, our power, our energy. And when we will be challenged during this time, specifically in the first phase of it, to engage with our physical power, with our true power, and to dominate our physical power, human power, in imaginative, telepathic, empathic mode, to be able to dominate the energy, the body energy, into something beyond it, that will be related to telepathy, to connection between souls, and connection in a not just body, but in a spiritual level, as we are seeing now that people connecting through all over the world via their profile and speaking and chatting and falling in love in the image on the screen of someone else. So this will be a very challenging consciousness. People will be more in love in the fantasy, in the image of what is the other person, and not in the physical world. So this is just emphasizing more of the digital world that we are going into. And yeah, Neptune is speaking about loss of identity. After 2038, Neptune will move to Taurus, and then we are speaking about the illusion of possession and of securities. So this will be already a period, I think, that the world will be very advanced and nothing is yours, is shared, or it's of the system that will be managed differently, and it will be also beneficiary. Now, because sometimes we are feeling the experience and the application of the sign later of the planet moving to a sign by tropical measurement, because it's a differentiation of 23 degrees between the Vedic astrology, that is the point of view from Earth, to the tropical one. So we may feel strongly what I'm speaking from 2030, the loss of identity, the loss of power to do things myself, into more involving with loss of ego and lose of what I want for the collective. It's very much about unity and doing things for others. See you in the next video.